Is that a problem? It's one of those temporary things. I'm not really lupine.
Please follow me. Feeling better?
Yes.
Ziv is due back from university any moment now. I'm sure he'll be glad to see you.
That's a lie.
Please, Piotr, let's not.
Not what?
I don't think you came here to bicker with me. Perhaps I'm wrong.
No, you're right. We're here to try to prove something.
Really?
I think that's a porcelain miniature antique stovetop.
Please, Mr. Stonebender, I have some personal items in those drawers that I'd rather keep private. Would you kindly put Mother back on the shelf? That's the White Rock girl during her cream soda period. It has a great sentimental value to both Ziv and myself.
Whatever. Jake Stonebender, itinerant folk singer, art thief. I don't think so.
There's nothing back there, Mr. Stonebender.
Where? Oh, behind the painting? No, I was just resting. It's been a long day.
Would you care to lie down for a while?
No. Say, this is an original production cell from Pinocchio. I believe she's the original girl from the Sun-Made Raisins box.
No,
St. Pauli girl?
definitely not. How about the Land O'Lakes girl?
No, she's Native American. Wouldn't be Mrs. Paul, would it?
Rose Totino?
Betty Crocker?
Sarah Lee?
Mrs. Stouffer?
It's definitely not Mrs. Butterworth. I don't want to play anymore.
It's Mama Celeste. She was quite a looker when she was young.
Nice.
The roof had a leak.
My God. The dog in this painting, the doggy of Dorian Gray, is hideously old and wrinkled. Oh, wait, that's a Shar-Pei. No thanks. I took care of that while you weren't looking.
You mean in the trap?
Mr. Stonebender?
This is a magnificent home.
Well, thank you. It's been in my husband's family for generations, as has my husband.
The slipcovers are an unusual choice.
The furniture is antique, and certain kinds of stains are nearly impossible to remove.
Aha.
Mr. Stonebender?
Did you know I had to get a curse mark to get into Casimir's?
Jake, ixnay on the Urs marquee.
It's quite all right, Piotr. I don't mind discussing them. I wear mine proudly, even if it is predominant.
May I ask what it's for, or is that outside the bounds of propriety here?
Not at all. You know I'm a vampire, right?
Yeah, but that's not your
Of course it is.
It was on your left.
You can't be expected to remember it after all this time. You're thinking of the small scar.
What do you want to do about Sasha?
The Stepford wife.
We just have to get all the components together. We still need the tanner root and the tears.
Careful, it's tanner leaves we're looking for. We've already got the root.
Leaves, roots, roots and leaves, whatever. At least I'm not looking for somebody's 4 orbs or 12 rings or kidnapped princess or some such schlock.
We know that Sasha is allergic to werewolves. So maybe if we shove some werewolf fur in her face, that may spark her allergies. Let's head back to town.
I'm staying here, Jake.
Fine.
At your service, sir.
Back to town, please, Mr. Eisenstadt. Piotr is staying here.
Off we go, sir. Out you go, sir. That's got it, sir. See you by and by. I'll be resting right here when you're done.
You would make a good masseuse. That was surprisingly pleasant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
We can find a werewolf inside of Casimir's, but before then, let's get these tanner leaves. Which I believe we can find right here.
That'll be all the fingers on your left hand.
Pardon me?
Oh, did I say all the fingers on your left hand? I meant 22, Bonnie.
Hello, friend.
Hey, this is my trap, it is. You want to drive, get your own blooming trap. Bloody foreigners.
Well, you're not from around here, are you? You've got a British accent.
Oh, it's a put-on. I'm as Transylvanian as a lot of them. It's good for business, though. Makes them feel, you know, continental. At your service, sir.
Sasha's, the 1313 address.
I'll hurry this along, sir. I'd like to get back downtown. I'm supposed to be meeting somebody in, this person's transport.
It definitely seems to be doing a trick. Alright, bye then. Alright, maybe it is another drawer, sorry, that we need to try. Ah, there we go. We need to unlock the drawer, but in order to do so, we need a key. Problem solved.
Piotr?
My letters. I can't believe she still has them.
What about these?
That flower. I'm not sure. I think I bought it for her on our first date. And the vial? Those are the tears from when she told me she was going to marry Ziv.
What a thing to say.
She used to be very romantic.
That saves a whole lot of trouble. Why would we drink them?
What do you want to do about Sasha?
The Stepford wife.
We just have to get all the components together. We still need the tanner root and the tears.
Careful, it's Tanner leaves we're looking for. We've already got the root.
Leaves, roots, roots and leaves, whatever. At least I'm not looking for somebody's 4 orbs or 12 rings or kidnapped princess or some such schlock. What do you want to do about Sasha?
The Stepford wife.
I just have to figure out how to give her the anti-cursulant.
You have to get it first. Shouldn't you take all those to the old gypsy woman?
You know, that's why you get the big bucks.
Alright, let's head back to the gypsy lady. Okay. Oh, yep, of course. Hold on. I have to apologise, it's been a while since I last played this and wrote some notes down. Unfortunately, I've been suffering with tonsillitis, hence the delay in recording this video. And also why I'm confusing myself right now.
I'm going to stay.
I know. I'll see myself out.
At your service, sir.
Back to town, please, Mr. Eisenstadt. Piotr is staying here.
Off we go, sir. King of Hearts, sir. Yeah, those post-hypnotic suggestions rarely do the trick, don't they, sir? You'll be on your way, then. I'll stay here till you've had your fun.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Did I tell you to give me this?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
I'm sorry, I can't keep it straight. 80 years ago, I remember like it was this morning. This morning, I remember like it was 80 years ago. What was it for? I need all three, the Tanner, the Mako, and the Tears. So, you look thin. Have you had your tarot read lately? Or a card trick? You like card tricks?
No.
Okay, let me show you a few. Now, let me get my little sponge rabbit friends.
Sponge rabbit friends?
Did I want a Mako root?
Yeah, remember? You just mentioned it a little while ago.
I'm sorry, I can't keep it straight. 80 years ago, I remember like it was this morning. This morning, I remember like it was 80 years ago. What was it for? It's no good unless I have all three, otherwise I'll lose track. Have you had your bumps read?
No, not nearly enough.
You're next, Mr. Eisenstadt.
Oh, that'd take you all night with me, Mum. I got a lot of bumps.
That's all right. I don't mind. What are these?
Tears.
Okay, and
The anti-cursulant. You don't remember?
I'm sorry I can't keep it straight. 80 years ago, I remember like it was this morning. This morning, I remember like it was 80 years ago. What was it for? Well, give them to me. Every second counts.
Why? Is there a time limit?
Yes, Sally Jesse comes on in 5 minutes. Wonderful. Everything I need for the anti-cursulant is right here. I'm gonna mix it up right here in the sink.
Well, whatever that was, we missed it. We are almost done with Piotr's storyline. It's now time to see Sasha and try to make her drink this anticorsulant.
At your service, sir.
Sasha's. The 1313 address.
I'll hurry this along, sir. I'd like to get back downtown. I'm supposed to be meeting somebody in this person's transport.
Well, that's a good sound.
Ziv, I'd like you to meet Jake Stonebender, Piotr's friend from the United States.
Nice to meet you.
The pleasure's mine.
Am I interrupting anything?
We were going to eat, but it seems I'm the only one with an appetite tonight. Sasha, how about some wine for our guests?
Thanks anyway. I'm not having any right now.
Me either.
Just me again, I guess.
What is it?
May I speak with you privately for a moment?
I was just trying to get Piotr to join us for dinner, but he doesn't seem to have an appetite.
Later, okay, Jake?
Mr. Stonebender,
I'm so sorry to hear about your allergies.
thank you. It does make it difficult at some of the faculty parties. The animal husbandry department especially.
Are they acting up again?
Yes, the fur count must be high today. Mr. Stonebender?
Do you work outside of your home?
I could, but there's really no reason to. Ziv makes more than enough for the both of us.
Besides, the university keeps us very busy socially and politically. Sasha is always there for me, and often there when I'm not. Truly the perfect faculty wife. That's a compliment, dear.
I recognized it. Thank you.
I thought you wanted to go into archaeology.
Ziv's work is more important.
Physics for poets.
Jocks.
Whatever.
That's all right, Sasha. Piotr simply doesn't understand. The classes are nothing. The research is what's important. The larger picture was never Piotr's forte.
Hey! Do you guys have Pictionary? I've never played it, but I've been wanting to.
Sasha, do we have Pictionary?
I'm so sorry.
It's just a suggestion.
Mr. Stonebender?
I was very impressed with Casimir's. I know it's just a local bar, but there's a rare kind of camaraderie going on there.
Indeed.
We'll have to stop in there sometime when we're in town. Yes, Mr. Stonebender.
I hear you're a professor at...
Brazov. Yes, I teach physics for jocks. Which reminds me, dear, call Ugo and tell him I'll need him to cover my Monday morning classes, won't you? I have a statement to make at the alumni meeting. I admit the work is not challenging, but the young athletes in Romania today, they have such a thirst for knowledge, such thick necks.
Must leave you time for research.
Yes, I publish frequently. An evil necessity, I'm afraid, but one which men in my position must take. Are you sure you're not hungry? Sasha could whip up something downstairs.
I think either of you is probably capable of whipping something downstairs.
Downstairs? I thought we were downstairs.
Yes, Mr. Stonebender.
I'm told you're a longtime friend of Piotr's.
Yes, Piotr introduced me to Sasha. She was quite the prize. To Piotr. Now that he's returned to Florescu, perhaps I can repay him the debt I owe him.
What, that 20 bani I loaned you? Forget it. If you haven't paid me back in 50 years, why pay me back now?
Hard to believe it's been 50 years.
More than 50.
Yes, Mr. Stonebender.
It's a nice little town you have here.
Thank you. It's far from Brazov, but it's worth the travel to be able to come home to a town that still has the old world charm. I'm usually only home for a few days each month.
Do you fly?
Gracious, no. No, not with all the recent downings and mid-air collisions and wind shear accidents. No, I prefer to ride in airplanes.
I knew that. I knew you were going to say something like that. It's this town.
Of course. Yes, Mr. Stonebender.
If you were a tree, what sort of tree would you be?
He'd be dead wood. We'd all be dead wood.
I could see myself as a baobab. It's a very robust tree. The Africans hollow them out and live inside of them while the tree goes right on living and growing.
What's your excuse?
And Piotr would be a grapevine, the sour variety.
I'll clear the table.
I haven't finished yet, dear. Have a seat.
Alright, let's get this over with. Sasha will not drink the anti-cursulants. Right from the bottle. But she is a vampire, so let's drink it ourselves. And then we can let Sasha drink from us. Did we just skip a paragraph just then? I'm not sure what's happening, but I believe that's the second time that we have missed some text.
What? What's the matter? Sasha, control yourself.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, we better help out Piotr, but we will not be able to do it ourselves. I'm sure that Sasha has a lot more upper body strength than we do.
Why?
Figure it out, Professor. That's what I did.
Don't you know red meat is bad for your heart, baby?
Piotr, are you okay?
Sure. I'm not strong, but I'm wiry.
Piotr?
Sasha, would you come with me?
Oh, Piotr, I can't. I mean it.
Excuse me, I'll be outside. You coming with?
Guess so.
So, the two of us.
She says she doesn't know herself. Hasn't been herself in 50 years. Wants to learn to fly again, she says. Spend some time alone. You know.
It's a chick trip.
Yeah, I know. But I was hoping...
Hey, you got your whole life ahead of you.
No. My whole life is behind me. My whole death is in front of me.
We picking up snacks for the trip home?
We can if you want, but we'll be home in a few minutes.
Explain.
Didn't you see the time machine?
Yeah, but it wasn't working.
Did you plug it in?
Nah, I didn't think of it.
You're gonna love this. Come on. Come on, Jake. Attaboy.
Why not?